Today I'm going to be testing and reviewing this ceramic glass coating kit from Griot's Garage. I've always had very good experiences with Griot's products and have been trying to find a product that would make our windshield and the glass on this new 2025 Lexus NX easier to keep clean and repel water a little bit better in the rain. First, let's take a look at what comes inside this kit. The first thing you get, of course, is the bottle of the ceramic glass coating. They give you actually a lot in here, so I guess you can apply this multiple times. They provide you with a sponge applicator, similar to what you might find with a ceramic coating for automotive paint. A pair of nitrile gloves to protect your hands while you're applying this, and you get 3 small microfiber application cloths. Even though I have a relatively new vehicle, I'm going to go ahead and use a clay bar to clay the glass surface to make sure there's no contaminants in the glass. I'll be using this clay luber from the chemical guys. I'll put links in the description to these products if you're interested. I'll also go over the glass with an IPA solution to make sure that any lubricants left behind by the clay or the clay luber are removed. I'm going to go ahead and mask off half of the windshield. I'm going to try this on the driver's side first, and then we'll be able to compare the difference between the coated surface and the uncoated surface. This also gives me a chance to let you know that Griot's Garage is not paying me to make this video, and I purchased this product with my own money. I believe I bought it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below, but there is no sponsor for this video. I'm going to unwrap a brand new clay bar to use on the glass on this vehicle, and I'll put it in a Ziploc bag later and make sure I only use it for glass. These clay bars can be really sticky, and I just don't like getting it under my fingernails, so I'm going to wear nitrile gloves while I do this process. Using the clay bar is pretty simple. You just basically spray the lubricant onto the windshield and onto the clay bar, and then just rub the clay back and forth. And if you've had the car quite a while, you will notice a lot of contaminants coming off on that clay bar. And we've done a pretty good job of keeping the windshield clean with a variety of products. So I didn't get a lot of contamination coming off on the clay, but it doesn't hurt just to make sure that everything is totally clean and free of any contamination. Here I'm just drying off the residual clay lubricant with a clean microfiber cloth, and then I'm going to get another clean microfiber cloth, and I'm going to go over the windshield with an IPA solution, which is a 50-50 mix of isopropyl alcohol and distilled water. Now this is important because that clay lube that we used with the clay bar has some lubricants in it, and I don't want any of those lubricants remaining on the glass before we apply the ceramic coating, because it would affect its ability to adhere to the glass. So now we're going to attach one of these microfiber application cloths to the block that's provided. There is a slit in the side of the block where you can basically use a credit card and kind of stuff that microfiber down in there just to hold it in place so it's not constantly falling out. These little cloths can only be used one time, and so after you've done your application, you will throw this away and use a different cloth if you need to reapply or do it on other glass or other parts of the car. Now what I'm doing off camera, you can't see it, but I'm shaking up this ceramic coating really well before I apply it to the microfiber, and you basically put just 2 or 3 little beads of that ceramic coating onto that microfiber applicator, and then I'm going to apply this vertically all the way up and down the glass. And I'm going to go over the entire windshield, overlapping each stroke by about 50%. And you may have to apply more ceramic coating to the microfiber, to complete this all the way. It's not a huge windshield, but I noticed I was kind of running out of the ceramic coating about halfway through, so I put a little bit more on. And after we go vertically up and down the windshield, overlapping 50%. We just want to make sure we get full coverage. And once we've done this, now I'm going to go back over in a horizontal manner over the exact same space just to make sure we get good coverage. Of course, I'm going to speed up the video so that you don't have to sit here for 15 minutes watching me apply this ceramic coating. And that completes the first application. The instructions say to allow that first application to cure for about 10 minutes before we apply a second application. We're going to do it exactly the same way. It really doesn't matter if you do this horizontally first or vertically first. I just choose to go vertically first. And after the second application, we're going to again wait 10 minutes and allow this to completely dry and cure. I don't know if it's actually curing, but it is drying and maybe flashing off a little bit. And then we're going to do a third and final application the exact same way, no change. I was able to get the same microfiber cloth to work for all three applications, so I did not have to replace the cloth for the third application. And same process, we're just going to go over the entire windshield vertically and then horizontally. And after waiting another 10 minutes for that to flash off, we're going to use a soft microfiber, which they do not include in the kit. I'm rather surprised, but I'm going to use this soft microfiber to begin removing the residue from the ceramic coating. Now, this takes a little bit of effort. It does not just come right off. You have to really work at it a little bit and keep turning the cloth over and over to get this off. In fact, I actually ended up using a couple of different soft microfiber cloths to do this. I'm going to put a link in the description down below to the cloths that I prefer to do this with. They're very soft and they do a great job of removing this ceramic coating. So after allowing this to cure for a couple of hours, I decided to go outside and put it to the test. I got some water just to spray on the windshield. Now you'll remember the driver's side is the side that we ceramic coated. And honestly, in this test, you can see the water beading up better on the driver's side, but it's not as dramatic as I was hoping for. It looked better, but I couldn't tell a huge difference between the coated and the uncoated side. I will, however, tell you that when I did use the windshield wipers, it's amazing how the water just flew off the driver's side. And I rode in the rain one day, and then you can really tell the difference between the coated and the uncoated on this Griot's ceramic glass coating. And while it's completely unscientific and hard to prove and hard to show on video, after driving the car a few days with this, it does seem to have better visibility. It really does shed the water off in the rain better than the non-coated side. So I will be applying this to the entire vehicle. I should also point out that it makes the windshield much, much easier to clean with the coated side than in the uncoated side. It's just a slicker surface and it cleans very easily. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up. That really does help my YouTube rankings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.